Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. I am so excited to show you 3 brand new Amore wigs in 3 new colors. Now, these are the 3 new styles, and they actually came out with 4 new colors, but I only have 3 of them to show you. So mushroom gray is a brunette, and it has some grays going through it, and it is a rooted color. This, I think, would match my natural hair color because I do have some gray, but I'm a brunette. So any of you brunettes going gray, this would be a great color for you. And as I said, I will be getting something in mushroom gray and showing it to you. Okay, so the colors I do have that you will see is blonde rooted, and in case you can't tell, that's the color I'm wearing here. And it's a beautiful neutral color. Actually leans even a little cool, I would say. Yeah, I would say there's a little bit of warmth in some of the strands here, but I would say neutral, maybe even leaning cool. Then we have brown topaz, which took me by surprise. This looks reddish to me, but this is the brown topaz. It's not a rooted color. And this one I have in Terra, so you'll see that. And then Rusty Sunrise is the one that I have for Maude, which is definitely a red, and it's a rooted color. So you'll get to see all those. But I just wanted to make sure that you got to see the mushroom gray rooted. Hopefully I'll be doing one on the color that I don't have in the near future. I'm so excited that these wigs are here. In fact, I was cooking dinner for guests that we're having tonight, but I ran upstairs to film these because I want you to see them while the anniversary sale is going on. And the reason I want you to see them while the anniversary sale is going on is because they are 45% off right now. So it doesn't get any better than that. And not only that, if you haven't seen my anniversary video yet, head over there, take a look at it. There's instructions to follow, very simple. Basically just comment, subscribe, and like the video. And you will be entered for a chance to win a free synthetic Adorans wig. And Adorans is the overarching brand that includes Renee of Paris, Noriko, Amore, which are the wigs I'm showing you today, Orchid, and Alexander Couture. So make sure if you're interested in any of these, you go check them out during the anniversary sale. It's the biggest sale of the year. Okay, so as always, when the box came, I did not open them until I was in front of the camera. I'm shooting the intro after, so I know what these wigs look like. And I have to tell you, Adorans is knocking it out of the park with their wigs. I am loving all of their new wigs. So without further ado, here's the review. Okay, so we're going to start with Terra in brown topaz. It actually looks a little bit more reddish than brown to me. We'll see as we put it on. First, we'll take a look at the cap. Okay, so we have a full mono top, an extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, velour ear tabs, open wefting, an extended velour nape, nice and soft, with Velcro adjusters. And they are adjusted out to the edges, so that'll be good for when I try it on for sizing. And there's plenty of stretch in this. Okay, so let me put it on and see how it looks right out of the box. Ooh. Oh, I like this. Has a nice bang and some waves. Okay, before we do anything, let me just spin for you. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look at what they were going for with this style, Terra. That's T-E-R-R-A. And it says, Terra from our Amore collection is a mid-length wig, which it is. This wavy, ready-to-wear wig is a light, layered, wavy style and comes with natural bangs for a soft, effortless look. And I feel like this is an effortless, like I could run my errands every day look. Really pretty. The airy layers and gentle waves add texture and fluid movement for a naturally chic finish. This style offers a monofilament top, so let's take a look. Here it came parted on the left, and if I want to part on the right, I can do that as well. And she is heat friendly, so I like to, when I change a part, I like to use heat to set the part, and you can do that with this wig. In addition to the monofilament top, she has an extended lace front. So let's take a look there. Looks like it's done really well. And if the lace is a little bit lighter than my skin, I can't tell if it is or not. But if it is, which sometimes it is, I just use powder to blend. Not a big deal. Terra will give you a light, breathable base and provides the ultimate versatility and comfort. This is very comfortable. As far as size goes, I could definitely take the adjusters in, and there's a decent amount of stretch. Let me see in the crown here. Not much excess at all. Maybe a teensy bit, but not much. But since there's a lot of stretch, I'm going to say that this goes to average and even a little bit larger than average. Okay, so let's talk measurements. Now, before we talk about Terra's measurements, let's talk about my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 12 inches. Forehead to nape, I'm 13 inches. Hairline to chin, my face is 8 inches. My forehead is 3 inches. My neck is 3 inches. And my face, temple to temple, at the widest point is 10 inches. I give you all of these measurements so that you can have a better idea of how a wig is going to look and fit on you. Now, if you don't know how to take your measurements, no worries. I've done actually 2 videos where I show how to take your measurements, and I will link them in the description below. All right, so let's talk about Terra's measurements. Her crown is 9 inches. Her nape is 6 inches. Her fringe is 4 inches. So my forehead, as I said, is 3 inches. And I guess if I wore this totally straight down, I'd need to clip it a little bit. But I feel like I can kind of just brush it to the side like that and not have to trim it at all. It lays nicely like that. And she weighs just 3 ounces, very light. I don't feel any permatease on the top. There's monofilament, so you wouldn't need to hide wefting up there. There may be some... I'm not even sure, but there may be some around here. If there is, it's minimal. And I would figure it would have to do with hiding the wefting or maybe adding to the structure of the style, but it's really not much at all if there is any. As far as density goes, she's a low density wig, just really nice. I love this style. Now let's talk about the color, brown topaz. I have to tell you, I was surprised when I opened this box because to me, brown topaz sounds like it's going to be brown. But I'm seeing a decent amount of red here, and you can let me know what you think. And of course, we'll take it outside and in different lighting and see how it looks. But I'm definitely seeing some red in here. It's definitely a warm toned color, and there is no rooting. And as far as highlights, I know they say it's a blended color. I don't see highlights that stand out, so maybe it's just blended strand by strand. But a really beautiful color. I like it a lot. Okay, so they describe brown topaz as a carefully blended medium brown and light honey brown. This color is perfect for both warm tone and brown enthusiasts. So there you go. They're mentioning browns. They didn't mention any red in the description, but I'm seeing some. Okay, now let's talk about the ear tabs. Let's just take a look here at the coverage you get. So anything gray, let me just push the bangs out of the way. Anything gray there is mine, but you get some nice coverage. And I always like to check behind the ear here to see if it sits on top of my ear, which it does not. I have plenty of room there, and that's very good because anytime the cap sits on the top of my ears, it rubs and it irritates. And so this is very comfortable, not irritating at all. Let's try on the glasses. Under the ear tabs. I feel it a little bit. I would be fine, but I think over the ear tabs is going to be better. Yeah, definitely over the ear tabs. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here we are outside. I'm gonna spin for you, but I'm definitely seeing red in this little lady. It's a beautiful color. Okay, and I'll take you around my head. You can see the no rooting up here. And then let's go inside. Love this style. I've been very impressed with the Adiron's wigs lately. The feel of the fibers, the styles, really so well done. Okay, now as far as styling, I would just spritz her a little bit here, get the fibers moving. You can also shake the wig out of the box, but I don't like to do that when I'm showing it to you out of the box because I want you to see exactly what you're getting. But look at these beautiful waves. So you could separate them out even with the sea salt spray, or you could comb them and have them a little bit more blended, however you'd like to do that. Now, this is a heat-friendly wig, and I know people have different ways of handling wigs, but I do not like to take even a wig brush to a heat-friendly wig because the fibers are more fragile than in a regular synthetic, and so I will just use a comb, and that seems to work just fine for me. Okay, now ways to wear this. You could definitely pull it up on one side or on both. That would be really cute, especially with the waves. You could use a headband. I apologize, I don't have a purple one sitting right here, but just to give you an idea, that could be cute. You could even pull her in a ponytail. She has enough for a little ponytail in the back there. And if I were to pull her in a ponytail, I would probably bring out just a few pieces in the front. Something like that. That would be really pretty. A lot you could do with her, and I think she looks great right out of the box. All right, so that is Terra in brown topaz. Now we're going to look at Farren in bronde rooted. So let's take a look at that. I've been looking forward to this color. I like bronze. B-R-O-N-D-E. It sounded like I said bronze, B-R-O-N-Z-E, but... Okay, so here we go. Ooh, pretty color. There you go. And we're going to take her out of the box and look at the cap first. Ooh, nice cap. She's a hand-tied cap. You have a full mono top, an extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab. And the ear tabs have these silicone tabs here. And you can tell silicone because it's kind of cushy and sticky to the skin, and that's the purpose. It'll stick to your skin. You don't need adhesive with silicone, so that's nice. And you have the extended nape here. Both the nape and the ear tabs are a velour that's really nice and soft. And you also have some silicone on the nape as well to help stick. And it's particularly helpful to people who don't have much hair. It'll stick to the skin nicely. Now, if you don't like silicone, you can see how it's stitched on here. It would be very easy to take off. I personally like it, so I would leave it on. Okay, so you can see here that it's a hand-tied cap. Beautifully done. Let's look at the stretch. It's less stretch than in Terra. Terra had that open wefting, and this does have less stretch, so we'll see how it fits. Let's put Farren on. And this is a fully hand-tied cap. Sometimes hand-tied caps have a closed wefting near the nape, but this is fully hand-tied. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is so pretty. I love this style. All right. Before I do anything to it, let me just spin for you. Really pretty. To me, this has an elegance to it. The way this layer comes down. I can just see it really dressed up with some nice glamorous earrings. Be really pretty. So let's take a look at what they were going for with this style. Farren from our Amore collection is a mid-length wig. This wavy ready-to-wear is a layered style that flows gracefully, creating natural volume and a lively, dynamic appearance. And I really like the movement in this. It's really beautiful. Farren has an extended lace front. So let's take a look at that. Again, done very nicely. And a monofilament top, a full monofilament top. So you have it parted on the left, but you could also part it over on the right. And again, she's heat friendly. So if you wanted to change your part, you could apply heat to set the part, and it would be very easy. And I'm noticing all these different layers. Let me make sure. Yeah, my ear tabs are even. So you could see like one side is a little bit longer than the other, and then it's a little bit shorter back here. I think that's part of the style and the way it moves. Really pretty. Farren is a hand-tied wig and is constructed by carefully stitching each hair fiber strand by strand with silicone strips at the nape and the ear tabs, which we saw. This meticulous design produces a lighter and more comfortable wig, and this is so comfortable. Now, as far as fit goes, I could definitely take her in a little bit, but there is not as much stretch. So I'm going to say she goes to an average. I can't tell if she would go beyond an average or not, simply because my head is a petite average. But I could take it in for my head, and I would say this definitely goes to an average. Okay, let's talk measurements. Her crown is 10 inches. Her nape is 5 inches. Her fringe is 7 inches. Let's see, let's pull this shorter piece up. Yeah, that seems right since my face is 8 inches. And she weighs just 3.8 ounces. Low density, and I don't feel any permatease in her at all, which you wouldn't expect with a hand-tied wig. There's no wefting to hide. Just a beautiful, beautiful style. I am loving her. Let's take a look at the ear tabs. Here we go. So you can see you get nice coverage there. Anything here is mine. And as far as how it fits, above the ear, there's plenty of room. It is not sitting on top of my ear, so that's great. It'll be comfortable. So let's talk about the color. Bronde rooted. It's a rooted color, and you can see the roots are done subtly, really nice. And it's described as a perfect mix of dark brown, natural medium blonde tones, adding medium dark brown root, complete with color profile. To me, this is a neutral, even on the cooler side, color. You can see those cool blondes in there. There may be a little bit of warmth. I'm going to say neutral. This is pretty neutral, this color. It could fit a lot of different complexions. Really beautiful. And let's try the glasses on under the ear tabs. Comfortable. And over the ear tabs, also comfortable. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here we are outside. I'm going to say this leans cooler, neutral to cool, because I'm not seeing any real warm tones in here. Really pretty. Let me just turn so you can see it in different lighting. Yeah, there we go. And I'll take you around my head. Hopefully you can see the rooting up there. And let's go back through the house. Really pretty color, and I am loving this style. And as far as how I'd wear this, I'm just going to give it a spritz and move those fibers around. I absolutely love it out of the box. I'm not great at styling, as you all know, and when something comes that looks this great, I'm leaving it. But you can apply heat, you can style it, you could definitely pull back one side, both sides. That'd be really pretty with this piece up front here like that. And since it's hand tied, you are not going to see any wefting when you pull the wig up or if the wind should blow. That's one of the beautiful things about a hand tied piece. In addition, I find them to be very comfortable. And then as far as a ponytail, I would think you can get a ponytail out of it. Yeah, you could definitely get a ponytail. It's not a big one, but you could get a ponytail out of this and then bring out a piece. That would be really pretty too. I don't think you have enough to make any kind of updo. So I think, I mean, unless you're very talented, there's probably ways, but I would say a ponytail or half up, half down. Okay, so that is Farren in Bronde Rooted. Okay, and the last one we're going to look at is Maude in Rusty Sunrise. Oop. Pretty color. Another warm color. And we'll take a look at the cap first. So you can see here we have an extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, a full mono top, open wefting. You have your velour ear tabs, the extended velour nape, and the Velcro adjusters, which are all the way out. And stretch-wise, there is plenty of stretch. So in both Terra and Maude, there's a lot of stretch. In Farren, there's less stretch because she's hand-tied. Okay, so let's try her on. Ooh, pretty. Again, this is right out of the box. You can see I have done nothing to her. And I'm just going to spin like this before I do anything to her. Really pretty. She has these pretty like curls or waves. I'm just going to brush or comb through them a little bit to see what they will look like combed through. Ah, really pretty. So you could separate them by using some sea salt spray, or even just spritzes of water, or bring them more together like I did with the comb. Okay, let's see what they were going for with this look. Maude from our Amore collection is a long length wig. This wavy, ready-to-wear wig is a soft, wavy boho style and delivers a trendy, carefree look, perfect for any season. Its relaxed waves and layered textures create light, natural movement and a breezy, stylish silhouette. And it really does move so nicely and feels nice too. This style offers a monofilament top, so let's take a look. Now this one came parted in the center, I would say. Maybe even slightly to the right on me, but I would say pretty much in the center. But you can make the part anywhere because it is a monofilament top. There you go. Okay, and an extended lace front. Let's take a look at that. Beautifully done. Maude will give you a light, breathable base and provide the ultimate versatility and comfort. And with this one, styling possibilities are endless. Of course, you could do a half up, half down, which would be really pretty, especially with all of these waves or curls. And you could easily make a ponytail or some sort of updo and just pull out some front pieces. That would be really pretty too. You could wear a headband. You could do so many things. Braid it. She's heat friendly, by the way. So again, if you want to change the part, you can use heat to set it. And you can also change the style. You could straighten it if you want, or add more curls if you want. Okay, let's talk about her measurements. Her crown is 14 inches. Her nape is 11 inches. The fringe is 8 inches, so that should be the length of my face. And it is. Well, we know I measured my face correctly, or at least they measured the wig correctly. And she weighs 4.4 ounces. She actually feels very light to me. As far as fit goes, I could tighten the adjusters in a little bit. Again, the same as with Terra, maybe a tiny bit of extra space here. Nothing really to speak about, but there's plenty of stretch. So again, I think that this would go to an average and even larger. And there is room, a lot of room to take in the adjusters for people with smaller heads. I just don't know if you're a petite, if you would end up with too much in the crown. It really depends on your measurements, your ear to ear, your forehead to nape. All of those measurements matter. As far as permatease goes, there may be some around here. If there is, it's minimal. There's nothing on top that I can feel at all. This feels low density, really beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at the ear tabs. Check out the coverage we get. Get good coverage. Again, anything a little bit forward in gray would be mine. And behind the ear, hopefully you can see with all this hair, it is not sitting on the top of my ear again. So nice and comfortable. It won't be rubbing on the tops of my ears as I wear her. Let's talk about this color, Rusty Sunrise Rooted. You can see that it is rooted. It's a subtle rooting, and it's a warm color, and it's described as merge of deep earthy auburn tone with light copper blonde highlights. Hopefully you can see those in there. Yeah, there you go. You can see those there. The dark brown root offers a balance of depth and complements various skin tones, but it's definitely a warmer color. Okay, so let's try on the glasses. Under the ear tabs, totally comfortable. Over the ear tabs, also comfortable. Okay, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here's the color outside. I think you can see some of those golden highlights, and you can see the rooting there, and I definitely match my house. Let's spin a little bit in the different lighting here. I love the way this comes down here on the side, that layer. Really pretty. Okay, and I'll take you around the head, and you can look at the rooting. All right, let's go through the house. Can't believe how warm it's gotten so quickly. Okay, and here it is in indoor light. Now you can really see some of those blonde highlights there. Okay, so there you have it. 3 brand new styles in 3 brand new colors by Renee of Paris Amore. Right now, during our anniversary sale, they are 45% off. And don't forget, if you really love any of these, head over to my anniversary video and enter for a chance to win a free Adirond's wig. And you can choose one of these if you like and if you win. Okay, so let me know what you think in the comments below. I always love hearing your opinions about the styles and colors. I think they hit it out of the park with these styles again. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. And remember to make it your own.